What's going on, people, and welcome back to another set of Premier League predictions for Game Week 26. I'll be back tomorrow as well with my FPL update too. So getting into Game Week 26, we've got Leicester versus Brentford, which I believe is Friday. We'll go with Brentford, but I think that there could be goals from both teams in this. I think it could be pretty close, potentially, but I do think Brentford have the better squad. So I'm going to edge it to them, 2-1. Everton versus Manchester United. Obviously, I'd love United to win, but I just don't really have a lot of confidence in us at the moment. Everton are on a good run of form. Their confidence is high. Their form's good. Moyes has done very well since he's gone back there. I think at Goodison Park it's going to be tough for us. So I'm going Everton, 1-0. Arsenal versus West Ham. I'm going to go Arsenal. West Ham going to the Emirates is a bit of an ask for them to get a result. So I'm going to go Arsenal. I'm going to go 2-0. Bournemouth versus Wolves. Bournemouth having a great season. I really do rate their squad, like what they're doing. They might be overachieving in some people's heads, but they're still performing and getting results. Wolves, tricky one to put your finger on how they're going to perform week in, week out. I think that a lot of the weight is on Cunha's shoulders at that club, and they definitely need a few more players to step up, in my opinion. But I think Bournemouth will win this one. I'm going to go 3-1 to Bournemouth. Fulham versus Crystal Palace. I'm actually going to go with a draw in this one. I think both teams are in pretty good form. Fulham might edge it because they're at home, but I think Palace have got a decent enough squad to go there and at least get a point. So I'm going to go for a draw, 2-2. Ipswich versus Spurs. Actually going to edge it to Ipswich, even though Tottenham should win. But this is the sort of game and banana skin fixture that Tottenham struggle with. So I don't think they're having a good season at all, Tottenham. I'm surprised Postecoglou hasn't got the sack, because they definitely should be doing better than they are. And I think Ipswich might nick this. So I'm going to go Ipswich, 2-1. Southampton versus Brighton. I'm going to go for Brighton in this one, but Southampton might shock some people potentially, but I think they are the worst team in the league. Brighton haven't been their normal selves this season, in my opinion, like consistently, but I think that they have enough quality in this one. So I'm going to go Brighton, 3-1. Aston Villa versus Chelsea. I think could be one of the games of the week. Tough one to predict, but I'm going to edge it to Villa. Chelsea haven't been in the greatest of form recently, and Villa, I think, are in slightly better form. Confidence is probably higher at the moment. Chelsea have definitely got the ability to go there and get a result, but I just think the odds favour Villa a bit more. So I'm going to go Villa. I think it might be close, but nonetheless, Villa, I will go 2-1. Newcastle versus Nottingham Forest. I think potential for another one of the games of the week. Forest are just fantastic this season. I think potentially another one that might be overperforming for the squad they have, but you still have to give them their props, and I think they're decent to watch. Newcastle have had a very up and down season, and they'll be desperate to get 3 points in this just to try and get a bit of momentum and confidence. But it could go either way, this one, very easily, I think. I don't think it'll be a draw, so I think one of these teams will win, but I'm going to go for Forest, 3-2. Lastly, for Game Week 26, we've got Manchester City versus Liverpool. Manchester City crashing out of the Champions League last night to Mbappe hat-trick against Real Madrid. It's been the weirdest season for me to witness what City are doing, but I'm in support of it because I don't like them dominating all the time. And obviously there's a rivalry with United, but it's so strange to see them failing how much they are, because they definitely shouldn't be losing as many games and having these upsets. Or not an upset yesterday, but like, do you know what I mean? People would have maybe predicted City would have gone through in that. But their season has been, talk about a roller coaster. It's been anything but smooth sailing. But it makes the league more interesting, and the cup. So I'm going to go for Liverpool. I think City will be desperate for a bounce back from that getting knocked out of the Champions League, but I think Liverpool have the quality to go there and win. So I'm going to go Liverpool, and I'm going to go 2-0 Liverpool. So that is it for Game Week 26 Premier League predictions, guys. Let me know yours in the comments, and I'll be back tomorrow with my FPL update just in time before the next set of games get underway for Game Week 26. Have a good day. In a bit.